Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, all of my beloved students. Today, in here, we are going to watch the discussion session. Our topic today is about examination for students. Before we start, let's see the introduction from our friends. Group 1, Abizar, please introduce your member.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Abizar Ramadhani and this is my friend Mahis and Freya.
Group 2, please introduce your member.
Hello everyone, my name is Shaina Mahira Zara Ridwansa. You can call me Shaina. I'm come from class 6 ICB 4 with Derry from class 5 ICB 6 and Afis from 4 ICB 1.
Group 3, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Afra Kalalastiawan and you can call me Afra. I'm from class 6 ICP 6 and this is Adele from 4 ICP 5 and Azalea from 5 ICP 2.
Thank you very much for all participants and all audiences who present here. Examination always have been a part in our education system. Some people see examination as the way to measure the progress of the student, but some other think the examination as the pressure for the student. Today, our student will discuss about examination for student. In this debate, there will be 3 sections. The first section, opening statement. The second section, Q&A. And the third section, closing section. Now, let's start and begin our discussion with opening statement. For each group, you have time 5 minutes to give your statement, argument, and your opinion. Let's start this first section from group 1.
Examination. Examinations is a formal test of a student knowledge that will scale the student's skill and knowledge. And no, not every question that teacher give us is an examination. Examination is a conditions when teacher give us a paper that we need to fill without getting any helps by book or friends. Examination is the goal not only to push for our limit and to see the material that we've learned throughout 1st until 6th grade, but also to support and train us to get a better bravery, focus, and discipline for the near future challenge that we will came and we need to face.
The definition of an examination is the examination. An examination is a formal method of assessing knowledge, skill, abilities, and skill in a particular subject or field of student. It is conducted by teacher, school, or educational institution at specific times, either at the end of a lesson term of academic year.
Examination have a negative and positive impact on students. Sometimes a student can feel that they have stress or anxiety because they feel like they will fail and are scared to have a bad grade. And also, when a student feels jealous or envious to other students who has a higher score than them, it will lead to unfriendly competition. But even though examination has a negative side, it also has a positive side. Like, it can help recall memory in in the future for the students to learn that or remember what they were taught in examination. It also helps for future challenges. When they face a challenge, they will try to remember it. And it also shows a student's strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes a student may be bad at math or IPAS or even civics, but so they try to study it the most than the other subjects. Thank you, that's all the opinion.
You still have 3 minutes left for Group 1. Please continue your argument.
The main purpose of an examination is to evaluate how much a student has learned, how well they can apply what they have studied, and to identify their strengths and weaknesses.
Examination. Examination is not only for grades or for skill that we get from doing the examination, but examination is not only for grade but also for training and supporting us for the future. Example, examination can support our creativity, focus, memorizing, skills, knowledge, and others that we can use and might be useful for the future challenge that we need to face. Example, like hiring for jobs, searching for applications, and other.
Examination can also strengthen their critical thinking so that in the future they will be helped by their critical thinking and not just by their memory. And it will also help them to be better than before.
Thank you very much for Group 1. The next is from Group 2. Please deliver your statement.
The first is, what is examination for student? An examination or exam is a formal assessment that designed to measure a student's knowledge, skills, how they must understand the topic or subject, or aptitude in a particular of subject or topic. Examination means where the teacher gives us paper and do the exercise without any helps. Examination have many types, such as written exam, multiple choice exam, then short answer exam, and other academic assessment. This examination teach us how important to surviving life in the future. Okay, let's continue to Derry, one of my friends that will explain about the positive and negative sides of examination for students.
The positive side of examination that's increase our learning motivation, increase our discipline, and increase our critical thinking. And that is was benefit in the future, and it will be build our confidence.
Okay, Derry. Let's pause.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hamim, for your appreciation. Thank you very much. May it become spirit for the students to continue the discussion. Derry, you can continue your statement.
It will be build their confidence and bravery. And now the negative side of examination. The negative side is sometimes the student is feel anxiety or stress, and anxiety can be affect their mental health, and they feel overwhelmed and focus their grade, not focus to the examination. Let's continue to my friend Afis that will tell How should we prepare for examination?
To prepare for examination, we can organize the material that we studied, and we must study hard in order we have a good score. And more hard we study, more good our score. So we must study hard in order we have a good score. As a student, we also have a smart study techniques by learning all books and paper that the teacher give to us. As a student, when there is an examination, we must stay calm and keep our body still healthy by do exercise, eat healthy food, drink many water, and get enough sleep. So our performance in examination will be good, and our examination will be more good than other examination. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for Group 2. Let's continue to listen the statement from Group 3.
So for the first point is, what is an examination? An examination is an assessment to evaluate students' knowledge, skills, or understanding in that specific subjects. An examination held on academics, non-academics, and also Quran examination. English, math, and also science is included to the academic. Arts and sports is non-academic. And Quran examination is in the form of munakosha for whose have been memorized the Quran. Actually, the Olympiad also include to the examination, but Olympiad is the next stage of examination after the stage in the school. Then the process of examination can be held online. We can do the exam in home, and offline we can do in school or maybe other places of the place of the examination. And the examination also will provide the new experience for us. More we do the exam, and more we can get the experience. So for the next trial, will be better than before. Then the examination also would have benefit and non-benefit. For the non-benefit, such as if we too many study, we also can be forgot for the obligated activities such as prayer. And for the benefit one is make us orderly, because we can manage our time well to prepare well for the examination for the next day. And for the next and complete explanation about benefit and unbenefit of examination will be explained by Adele and also Afra. But now for the benefit, time is yours, Adele.
Okay, thank you for your explanation, Azalea. Now I will explain the positive sides of examination for students. The first, by examination can identify knowledge gaps and developing essentials related to the skill of the goal students. And the second, by examination, students more discipline and time management. And if the exam will be held tomorrow, students should study in the night before, and students must study how to manage their time wisely. The third, measure understanding. Exam to measure how far students' understanding about the lesson that have done teach with our teacher. And the fourth, by examination also for prepare us in the future, in order we used to doing exam and not shock if see the paper test. And the last, by examination also can build confidence to the students of their score, and to build more confident and not nervous before doing the exam. And now the time to explain the negative sides of Afra.
Okay, thank you Adele for my change.
So, as we know, everything will have negative and positive impact, including examination. So, here are some negative sides of examination. The first, it might cause stress, anxiety, or lack of sleep for some students. They might not ready for the exam and they become very nervous during the exam. Some students might have studied well before, but because of the nervous, they get lower score than expected. The next, it might cause fight in the class. Some students who get bad score are jealous to students who get high score and do not take it as motivation. In that case, they make enemy for students who have high score. The last is they might waste their time only for studying for exam and they do not use their time for socializing, take a break or doing their obligation at home like cleaning their bed or like doing perform praying and other.
30 seconds left. Is it done for group 3? Thank you very much, group 3. Now let's move to the next section. We will move into Q&A section. Let's start from group 1. Group 1, please ask your question to the next group.
So, group number 2. Is examination only for to scale the student's skill and knowledge?
Who wants to answer? Examination have the purpose not only for measure student skills, but also it can reflect the student's weakness and strength, where the student can also improve their thinking skill for to do the next examination. Also, examination give us objective way feedback to our parents and teacher, so parents and teacher can improve their way to teach their student.
Not just that, examination can strengthen our ability, our discipline, and the other, and that is will benefit in the future challenges.
Not only that, examination can make students know what their goodness and their weakness. So in the future, he can get a job with their goodness. That's same with their goodness. So examination is not only that, but examination is a shaping further success. Enough.
How group 1, please give your opinion about the answer from group 2.
I think the opinion from group 2 is enough, especially when there is to strengthen not their ability, discipline, and other.
Group 3, do you have additional answer? Okay, please.
Examination is not only to test their skills, but also it can train us to be focused and be patient to do the exam. Because if some question is not clear or maybe we can't because it's too difficult for us, we should be patient and look at to the question that we can get the answer. Enough.
Thank you very much. That is the first question from group 1. Now let's listen the second question from group 2. Group 2, please deliver your question.
A student claims that the main purpose of an examination is simply to get a grade, explaining at least two other purpose of an examination.
Okay, thank you, group 2. Well,
examination is not only to get good grades so that they pass their school, but also examination can test their critical thinking so that they can increase their knowledge. Also, examination can make them more disciplined, so like the exam is due tomorrow, so they do the studying on the night before so that they can manage their time to study instead of just playing around.
Okay, examination also to build confidence to the students, and by examination to identify knowledge gaps of students and developing their related to the skill of goal students. And by examination, students more disciplined behavior and time management. So students must study how to manage their time wisely. And also the examination to measure the understanding of the students, how much students understanding about the lesson.
So, the other purpose of examination is to train us to respect to our time, because time is have a limit. So students should prepare their time well to prepare for the examination. Then it also can help for our future life, so that if in the future we meet the same question as before, so we can answer that with memorization to the learning before. Is that enough?
Second group, do you have any opinion about the answer from group T? Maybe you have disagreement.
Their opinion was good, and especially for examination can also manage our time. It can determine our time to break, to study, to play, and also have the suitable time to do the other activities, so that a student can also understanding in the particular of subject or topic.
The opinion is enough, and what like Sister Afra say, that strengthen our discipline and strengthen our knowledge.
It's enough because it can make student more smart and boost critical thinking of a student.
Group 1, do you have any additional answer about the second question? Okay, please.
There is no. Your answer is very clear for to me. I think it's enough your answer.
Thank you very much. Now let's listen the third question. Group 3, please deliver your question.
So, for the first group, what should we do as students to avoid feeling pessimistic and lacking in self-confidence when facing a difficult examination?
When a student feels lack of confidence, the student must support them by themselves, so that they can be confident even though no one is supporting them or no one picks them to support.
Not only to support ourselves, for the student to face an hard examination, they must be prepared for all the materials from the early day before the examination comes. And not only to prepare for the material, they also need to prepare for their bravery, their focus, and their memorize, so that they can clearly memorize the material and did the examination well.
Not only to Not only to support our body, we must to like eat a healthy food or what, and we must to prepare our material to examination in order in the middle examination we cannot get a difficult.
Group 3, do you have any disagreement or agreement for answer from Group 1?
I agree for the answer for group 1, but you can add by we must not just focusing on grades, because when we focusing on score and grades, we will get anxiety and stress out and feeling nervous. What will we get later? The key is to focusing on what we face right now.
Okay, Group 2, do you have any additional answer?
As a student, we must stay positive, visualize, and manage stress, exercise regularly, study hard, take regular break, and manage stress can shaping future success.
Thank you very much. That is the third question. Now, let's listen the next question from Group 3. Group 3, please ask your question.
So, group 2. As we know, maybe some examination might contain memorizing. So, how does it affect students?
Yeah, memorization is very affect at the children's mental and also the physical preparation for examination day. But memorization have the positive and negative sides also. The positive sides, it can make us to more remember and recall memory. But also, we also must know the negative sides. Without understanding the material that we study for the exam day, when the exam day we cannot more understanding and we just remember the answer that is in the different question but same of the connectivity.
Yes, it can. What's it can affect to the children's mental and health. But sometimes, when we memorize an examine an question and answer in other examination, it can make our critical thinking and our examination will be good. Will be more good than other examination.
Memorization have a positive side, and the positive side can strengthen their knowledge, strengthen their physical, and the negative, it can be make them stress and anxiety and stress can be affecting to their mental health.
Group 3, do you have any disagreement or agreement about their answer?
So their answer is true, but you can add for the positive sides, you can add like it can help their brain to be used of memorizing, so that if there's a memorization, it's just a regular thing for them, and it might be useful for some lesson like mathematics or history, like memorizing calculation or dates, so that they can have a better jobs in the future. But for the negative sides, you can add that they just focusing on memorization, so that they forgot to be critical thinking and be more creative in answering.
I'm too. Your answer is enough and clear. So I'm agreed to your opinion and answer.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your answer.
Group 1, do you have any additional answer? Okay? No? Now let's move to the next question. Group 2, please ask your question.
How the way to avoid cheating?
We want to avoid cheating, we must to study and review a material have done to teaching from teacher. And when we not study, we can cheating the examination of other people.
How to avoid cheating in examination? How to avoid cheating in examination is we should learn the material by ourselves and we should try to not share our answer to our friends next to us. It is called cheating. We should say them, sorry, I don't want to share my answer because it's examination. This is important for grades. This is examination proof and want to scale our skill, not skill that we get or knowledge that we get from other people.
The way to avoid cheating is studying the material way before the examination and make exercises for ourselves to answer so that if we understand, we can easily answer the questions given by other people or ourselves. Enough.
Okay, Group 2, are their arguments satisfied enough?
I think it's pretty enough, but you can add more like sleep enough, study enough, and eat some healthy food and do some exercise.
Group 3, do you have additional answer?
Yes. Okay. How the way to avoid cheating? We must decrease to play our gadget and increasing our learning in order to get good score. And also, don't forget to sleep enough and rest enough in order can do it exam with good and better.
So just like Adel said, we must increase our learning and decrease to play our gadget. And also we can add that we must be confident and just focusing on this test and don't depend on other because maybe stress can make us too nervous which can cause to cheating.
We should create our self-confidence to our answer. We should feel proud to our answer. And to build this, we can prepare well for the examination in the night before.
Thank you very much for the 5th question. This is the last question that will be delivered by Group 1. Group 1, please ask your question.
Okay. How to know a student's weakness and strengths?
So, to know the student's strengths and lessness, we can do exercise. And if we want to know what is the answer, we can ask to the senior one. So, if there is the wrong or maybe true answers, we can know what part is our lessness and what part is our strengthness. And if we know our strengthness, we should strengthen it more than before.
So examination can know students' strengths and weakness. For example, a student good at science and the student is tested by science, math, and history. And it can be seen that the student is good at science and it can be bad at mathematics. So examination can help to know
how students good at and where students bad at. Okay, we know the student's strength and weakness by we can doing the exercise like math and science. So if our math the score is good, so we good in math, but our science is bad score, so our weakness in science have done.
Group 1, how do you think their answers?
Your answer is clean, but you can add we can study more or to exercise more. Don't depend on other people well. Okay, thank you for your answer.
Thank you for your question.
Group 2, you want to add some answers?
No, it's enough.
Okay. So now we reach the third section. It is closing section. Now each group will deliver their conclusion. Let's listen the conclusion from the first group 1.
Okay, so the conclusion of examination for student is in conclusion, examination are not only a tool to test learning but also a way to develop confidence, critical thinking, and lifelong learning habits. Have done.
Now, group 2, please deliver your conclusion.
An examination is a formal assessment or like a question like that was given by the teacher, and every examination had their positive and negative, and we can prepare for examination like study hard, eat some healthy food, do some exercise, and get enough sleep.
And our motto is don't be nervous and confident.
Group 3, please deliver your conclusion.
So, examination have own benefit and unbenefit. So we should avoid the unbenefit one by always managing our time well to prepare well for the examination. And examination is used to evaluate a student's score. If for the example math and science, our math get a good score and our science get bad score. So we should study more for the science, and because of our math is good, we should increasing it better than before.
Thank you for all of your insightful ideas and thoughts you've delivered before. From today's discussion, we can conclude that examination is an important part of our education, but they also have many challenges. Many of you suggested that exam should not based on memorization, but based on creativity, problem solving, and real understanding. That concludes our debate section and discussion section today. Thank you to all our participants, and thank you for all audience for your involvement. So, this is how we end our discussion section today. Let's see you next time in other discussion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.